First, I'm going to download the file. This is the file that I'm going to download, which is in your Tableau folder. Then I'm going to start my Tableau book. I'm going to start Excel, and then I'm going to pick up the file that I have downloaded on my desktop, property ordered product. So this file has 3 worksheets, and this is how it looks. So I have this order detail, I have a property info which has got the property ID as a primary key. It's of course not a primary key, it's a Excel sheet, but it's like acts like that. Then I have a product where the product ID acts like a primary key. Then I have an order detail where the property ID and product ID act as foreign key if they were in access. So these are my 3 worksheets, and I'm going to add them in a way that the parent files worksheets attach to the child worksheet. So I start with, say, product. I next drag the order detail, then I drag the property info, and this shows, just like in access, that the product ID of the 2 foreign key and primary key are joining, and same the property ID of this table, the foreign key and the property ID is the primary key, that's joining. Then I go to sheet 1. So there are 3 types of object: sheets, dashboards, and storyboards. So a story would have many dashboard, and a dashboard would have many worksheets. The storyboard is the equivalent of a PowerPoint. So I go here, start a worksheet, I right click in a measure, and I create a calculated field. So I'm going to multiply the quantity and a price to get the sale value. And I'll drag the quantity here. I do multiply it by, I drag the quantity here. I say apply, it says okay. And so now I have the measures, I have the dimensions. So Tableau has the intelligence to know what is the dimension and what is the measure in a Excel worksheet. Now these 2 are currently taken as label, and I want to make them as geographic elements, that is a city and a state. So I right click, I go to geographic role, and I say this is a city, not just a label, and this icon becomes like a word. Then I again go, I go to geographic role, and I say this is a state. So I'm going to now create some worksheets using product category, quantity, sale, and date, and I'll make a couple of different charts to show different ways I can do that. So all I have to do is to double click. So I double click this one, I double click this one, then I double click this one, and I double click this one. So I might then choose, I can choose this. If I want to make them as vertical, I do Control W. Control W makes them as vertical, and I can drag the product category onto this color pad. And so this is my first worksheet, and I can rename this as cat quantity say data and as column. I can do the next one, and I can do the next one